Have you ever found yourself back in a situation that you swore you were done with? Another friendship that feels crazy familiar. Another relationship that just keeps hitting the same wounds. Another job that drains you the same way the last one did. Or another moment where you betray yourself, even though you promised yourself you wouldn't do it again. So let me tell you something. You might think it's fate. This is always happening to me. Maybe you might think it's bad luck or that the universe is just trying to somehow punish you. No, friend, it's your energy. It's your identity. It just keeps pulling in what it still believes is just familiar, what's safe, or feels, unfinished. So today, we're going to talk about the real reason you keep repeating those same old patterns that you thought you were done with and how to break that loop for good. Let's start with something that's very simple and spiritual at the same time. Your energy, it doesn't lie. Now, your mouth can lie and your intentions can lie and you can lie to yourself, but your energy always tells the truth about where you really are. Now, the spiritual law of resonance says that you don't attract what you want. You attract what you match. Meaning, if your nervous system, your identity, your emotional patterns are still tuned into some old frequency, then situations matching that frequency will continue to show up. Now, I know you might think that these are moments of weakness for you or that you're just kind of falling apart, but it's because your energy, it hasn't fully shifted into this version of you who no longer resonates with that old pattern. And this is why you can say things like, I want a healthy relationship, but I still feel pulled back towards emotionally unavailable people. It's not a conscious choice. It's resonance. It's familiarity and it's pretending to be chemistry. It's the same thing in friendships, same thing in work, same thing in habits you can't seem to just let go of. Your energy is attracted to what it recognizes. And until you rewrite the emotional signature behind those old situations, then they will just keep finding you. Now, here's where some psychology meets spirituality. All right. Identity is not your personality. Identity is not who you think you are. Identity is who your nervous system believes you must be in order to stay safe and loved and accepted. And that identity creates the rules. Rules like, I'm the one who overextends. I'm the one that keeps the peace. I'm the responsible one. I'm the one that gets chosen last. I'm the one that has to work twice as hard. I'm the one who doesn't get supported. You see, those rules become the blueprint your energy follows. And because identity is powerful, your energy becomes a magnet for situations that reinforce this version of you that you've always been, even if the version of you you're becoming is completely different. And this is why you can do spiritual work, inner child work, journaling, therapy, and still find yourself facing the exact same lesson, just dressed up in a different outfit. Identity, it just hasn't shifted yet. And that's really what it's about. And identity always determines attraction, okay? This right here, it may change the way you see your entire life. So I want you to hear this part deeply, deeply. Old patterns often get louder right before the shift out of them. It's like some final exam. So you can look at it kind of like a confirmation. Your energy, it starts rising, your identity starts stretching, expanding, and then that's when you start stepping into that new chapter. But the old pattern, yeah, it will show up just one more time, just to ask you, are you sure? Are you sure you're done with this version of yourself? And why? Why does that happen? It appears so you can respond differently, so you can choose differently, so you can close that loop instead of continuing it. So if you've been saying, why am I dealing with this again? I thought I healed this. Then the answer might be you're at the edge of a breakthrough. And the universe is just giving you one more opportunity to really embody the next level of you. So, how do you shift your energy so you can stop repeating these lessons? Let's just talk about that. And let's talk about how it actually changes energetically. We can change it by one, naming the pattern. I keep choosing people who don't choose me. I keep draining myself at work. I keep tolerating what hurts, and on and on and on. Naming the pattern removes its power. And two, ask yourself, ask your higher self, what version of me is being activated here? Is it the people pleaser? Is it the fixer? Is it the avoider? The overgiver? The woman who settles? The woman who hopes someone will change? This helps you separate who you are from who you're acting like out of some type of habit, because that's what you used to do. Now, three, make one decision that your old self would never make. A decision that says, I'm not showing up from that identity anymore. I'm not doing it. That one decision shifts your frequency instantly. Four, redirect your emotional rehearsal. So what does that look like? Your body practices emotion the same way it practices movements. If you rehearse being disappointed, overlooked, abandoned, then your energy prepares for that very outcome. And I see it so often. You lead with pain, stories of resilience, and there's nothing wrong with telling your story. But if you want to break the loop, you have to rehearse a new emotional state. And you can start by practicing relief, worthiness, neutrality, grounded self-trust, or the feeling of, I don't chase what doesn't choose me. This practice right here, it can change your internal state of existing. So how can we close this loop? Let me give you a simple practice that actually shifts identity and resonance. This is an embodiment practice that it ultimately closes that karmic cycle. And this is a simple exercise. The first one is the boundary breath. So before responding to anything, a text, an invitation, an old pattern, I want you to just take one breath and ask, does this honor who I'm becoming? And if the answer is no, then you already know what to do. And the second thing is the daily identity check-in. So every morning, ask, what is one small action that the next level of me would take today? Now, these don't have to be big leaps either. I'm talking more like some micro shifts, all right? And the third thing is the pattern interrupt ritual. So this here is the chef's kiss. When an old situation presents itself, I want you to say out loud or internally, whatever you prefer, that version of me is complete. Then just take an action that goes completely against the old identity. Once you change the behavior, then your identity shifts. And it's as simple as that. And the fourth is reset the nervous system. Look, Patterns repeat when your body is stuck in an old survival state. So I want you to place both hands on your heart and tell your body, we are safe to choose differently now. Your body, it wants reassurance. It wants protection. So give it what it wants. This will realign your energy fast. If life keeps handing you the same situations, it's not because you're doomed to repeat these cycles. It's because life keeps giving you opportunities to choose you. And once you do, once you do, that's when you see yourself rise. Allow your energy to get the completion that it's asking for. You're not repeating the lesson. You're being invited to end it. If this spoke to you, I want you to like the video and subscribe, because this channel is your space to reconnect with your power, your identity, and your next chapter. And if you want to walk this journey with women who are doing the exact same work, we're shedding old stories, we're stepping into alignment, then click the link below and just join us. You don't have to do this part alone. We're right here with you. So until next time,